Yo, today, y'all,
What's wrong, baby? You keep going. What's wrong, baby? What's wrong?
Today, I'm going to show you guys how to do a mid-skin fade. I'm sorry about this little puppy crying right now. We just got her. We really just did get her. She's crying right now. I'm sorry about that. But to make up for all that, I'm gonna just show y'all the whole puppy so I can see it really. Cause what's wrong, baby? What's wrong? What's wrong, mommy? What's wrong? What's wrong, baby? What's wrong? What's wrong? Yo, you see, y'all? I can't even get a whole intro done. She's really nervous, y'all. But I'ma just get to the whole video, y'all. All right?
Baby, come here. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come on, y'all told me she's not the cutest, y'all. Come here, baby. Look how cute she looks, y'all. Look at how cute she looks. My bad, couldn't get through the whole intro, y'all. Hopefully this makes up for it. Her name's Daffodil. Let me get back to the video, y'all.
Ways niggas know that we stand up, try to get paid without cops trying to jam us.
Like I said, y'all, I am a huge dummy because I forgot to film the first part of my haircut. I actually did think I filmed it, but actually I didn't. Damn, that's my fault, y'all. But our first initial guideline was to run the trimmers right above the ears, dipping down into the head. You want to do the same thing on the other side and then connect it to the back. But right here, I just got my no guard open and bringing in my second guideline about an inch or so. The reason why you want to have about an inch or so is because you want to be able to fade from that trimmer to that no guard open. So right here, I'm just making everything even by passing that by passing that no guard open. And right here, I just moved it about halfway closed, and I'm just flicking in at that line. Right here, I got my no guard closed, and I'm just trying to take care of that bottom line right there. Mind you, when you go into that no guard half open, you're just gonna want to go like literally a little bit below where you did that no guard open. You're watching me right here. I'm just going in slowly. Like I said, make believe like your haircuts are like someone like your baby, your girl. You feel me? You just want to be gentle to them. Sometimes you can be a little bit aggressive, but at the end of the day, you just want to treat them nice. You want to treat them gently. You feel me? With a haircut, you want to do the same thing. Sometimes you can be a little bit aggressive. You feel me? Sometimes you can. Like right here, where I'm trying to take out that bottom line, you feel me? But I can't because I'm a dickhead, and I preach this to y'all all the time. When you do your bold line, right? When you do that, don't dig in too deep, and make sure if you have two sets of trimmers to use the least sharpest, because this is gonna happen to you right here. I'm trying to take that bottom line out, but I can't take it out because I dig too deep into the skin. I press too hard, and I use my sharpest trimmers. You feel me? That's why I can't take it out. You're watching this right now. I had to speed it up, and the reason why I did this is so y'all don't get discouraged when this happens to y'all. I've been barbering for 2 years, and this shit still happens to me, y'all. Don't get discouraged. It's just about pushing forward, and you're about to see that I really couldn't like take it out right then and there. I had to go and get my trimmers to try to really blend it as much as I could, and even then I still couldn't get it. So you know what I did, y'all? Y'all really want to know what I did? I kept pushing through the haircut. I didn't spend 30 minutes trying to take it out line because, bro, when you're in a barbershop, everything is about time, y'all. You want to keep pushing, and then once everything is done, once you got the whole gist of the haircut, go back and do your detail work. Go back and take out any dark spots, any little lines you see. You feel me? That's all it is right here. You can see, bro, I'm still struggling, and then eventually I am going to get my trimmer. Just using my corners, y'all. Just using my corners, trying to take out that line. Like I said, if you can't, cool. Keep it pushing with the haircut. Go back to it later and do your detail work. It's already looking better, y'all. I couldn't completely take that line out, but like I said, keep it pushing. Don't waste your time. Keep it pushing. Right here, I got my 1.5 guard closed. I'm still bringing that up about an inch or so. A little bit more depending on how experienced you are. You feel me? You might need a little bit more room to blend in that 1.5 and that no guard open. But what I'm going to do is just make sure I run it all around, even, consistent. I want to make it a little bit thicker in the back though. I want to make that line a little thicker, that guideline a little thicker, because in the back it tends to be a lot more coarse, it tends to be thicker. A lot of people actually have a lot of problems with the back, but the same steps apply here. I got my no guard open, and I'm just bringing that literally right below where I brought that 1.5 guard closed. That's all it was, guys. And right here I just moved it halfway closed, and I'm just bringing it right below I did my last step, right below where I did that 1 guard open. And then I'm gonna do my 1 guard completely closed and flick at that line out. And if you still can't take that line out, mind you, this is mostly to actually just soften that line up. If you really want to take that line out completely going, you gotta go ahead and hit it with that half guard that y'all about to see soon. But right here I'm still using that 1 guard closed, trying to make that line as softened up as possible. If I can take it out with that 1 guard, perfect. And if I can't, that's cool too, y'all. Don't get stressed, keep pushing, work with what y'all got. Right here I'm still just making sure everything is even. Once I figured out that I can't really do much with my 1 guard closed anymore, I go over to my half guard open, and I'm just flicking in, bro. I'm not digging into the nigga's scalp, y'all. You don't want to do this. Like I said, make believe it's your baby, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. It don't matter. Treat them gently, but sometimes if you gotta get rough, you gotta be a little rough. You feel me? They gotta know who in charge, yeah? Nah, I'm messing with y'all, but you see, I'm just really using my corners, and I still couldn't get it out with that 1.5 guard, so I'm just using my 1 guard again. I'm using my corners until I see that I can really I can keep pushing on with this haircut. And like I said, y'all, don't stress too much if you can't get that line out. The barbershop time is key. Y'all gotta keep it pushing, and if you can't get it out, do it later when you do your detail work. And I'm just still pushing it right here using my corners, y'all, being super gentle and making sure I use the corners. I'm gonna keep saying this. And if you don't cut enough hair, if you see nothing cutting, lower your guard, play with the lever until you see something happening. You feel me? Same thing with the back, the same steps apply. You see how in the back I made my guideline way thicker? That's because the back tends to be a little harder to fade for some people. It's just way more coarse hair for some reason. But the same process goes. You go from your 1 guard open all the way to close, and if you have to do it with the half guard, then go ahead and do that. There's no shame in using your half guard, y'all. There's absolutely no shame in using your half guard, y'all. If the finished result is there, then that's what matters. It doesn't matter how you got there as long as it's there. You feel me? Don't get discouraged. And mind you, the same things that you're doing on this side is the same thing you're doing on the other side. Except for this part right here. This part I did a little bit differently. But over here, I'm showing you what I'm doing on this side where the part is. So right here, I got my number 2 guard open. I'm putting it open all the way to the top. And I'm just flicking out, I'm just scooping out, because at the end of the day, I still want a box type shape. I still want his haircut to be tight boxy. I don't want it to round into his head, you feel me? So I'm just still scooping out, and as I'm slowly, gradually going lower, I'm also lowering my lever as well, you feel me? That's all I'm doing. So once I get closer to that bottom line, I'm gonna use my 2 guard. Right here, I'm just using my 1.5 guard open, and I'm just fading into that number 2 guard that I did. The reason why I like doing this so much is because you're less likely to create lines. You see how I just ran my number 1 guard? Literally, I gave it a couple pause when I say this, but I gave it a couple strokes and the line came out. You feel me? Like most of the line is not there. You feel me? Like it's looking crispy, it's looking fresh. Same process goes. As you get closer to that bottom line, you lower the lever. You just keep lowering the lever, y'all. Don't be afraid of changing your guards either. Don't be afraid of using your corners, y'all. It's going to be so helpful. And then once you start getting the hang of this, you're just gonna know exactly what to do. On this side, I did it a little differently, to be honest, just because we gotta blend in the long hairs. So what I'm doing right here is all I'm doing is running my 1.5 guard close a little bit, like about half an inch, maybe a quarter of an inch higher than my last guideline. The only reason why I'm doing this is because I am going to blend in the tall hair, the long hairs on the top to the short hairs on the side. So what you're going to want to do is wet the hair before you start cutting and comb it thoroughly as well in the direction that you're going to style it, because that's the direction that the client is going to want to put their hair in. So what I like to do is start off from the middle. I do a little bit of shears over finger. I take a little bit of a section off, and then I work from the middle to the back, and then I work my way to the front. Honestly, that has worked for me just so I can ensure that it's even all around. You're watching me, I'm going section by section. This is a little bit fast forward, but when I do it in real life, it is a little slower, and I'm just taking bits and pieces. Anything that you see that is extra, any overhangs, you just take it off. You just want to create one solid line from the short hairs up to the top hairs. You feel me? You don't want it to be in a triangle shape. You just want one straight line, and I promise you it's gonna start looking like it's already blended. You might not get it completely faded, but that's when we're gonna do the rest of our haircut too. And you see how I just went from the back to the front, and I'm just making sure if I see any extra hairs there, I will take that shit off, because I don't want any of that extra hangover. I always ask my clients if they want an overhang. A lot of people tell me no, a lot of people tell me yes. This is a personal decision between you and your clients, y'all. So look, it's already starting to look faded. That was only because I did the fingers over comb. But right here, I got my shears over comb, and I'm starting right below that line, and I'm bringing it all the way up. I'm not digging into the head, y'all. I'm kind of going in and out, in, out, and up. In, out, and up. Any place that I see dark spots, I will go over it with my shears. And if that's still not enough, you're gonna see right now, I'm actually gonna go over it with my thinning shears too. But this is not the only place where you want to do it. Anywhere in the haircut, y'all. Anywhere in the haircut where you see like there's dark spots, go over it with your shears. Do some little bit of shears over comb. You feel me? A lot of people do clippers over comb. I don't judge. I did that too. I still do it from time to time. Sometimes it's easier. Sometimes it's not. It depends on the haircut, y'all. So I would say just learn every technique. If you have trouble with one technique, try to do that more often so you can perfect the craft. You feel me? It's all about learning, y'all. And I still couldn't take that shit out. So what I'm doing right here is I got my number 2 guard open, and I'm just scooping up a little bit. And y'all see that, bro? I even got surprised. You heard that in my voice. I was like, oh, what? You feel me? Like, that shit is looking crispy, y'all. Stop playing with me. Like, pay attention to your haircut and keep an eye out for that. Like, look at your mirrors all the time, guys. Even if you feel like it's looking nice, the mirror is never gonna lie to you. The mirror will tell you, nigga, that shit is fucked up. You feel me? And I saw that shit. I saw a lot of dark spots still, and I'm just going over it with my shears. You feel me? I'm just going over it with my thinning shears, trying to take out any bulk. And this is just cutting every other hair, so it's kind of breaking that line up instead of going one solid cut all the way through. Guys, this is my fucking favorite part. When you do this, make sure to prep the hair, comb everything down, and then spray it with some hairspray. I already did that, but as you can see right here, I started in the middle and started working my way to my right or my left. In this case, I worked into my left side, his right side, and I'm just going tapping and going. I'm just tapping and going, making it straight. And I actually like to start from the middle to the side and then work from the middle to the side again, and then from the side to the middle. You feel me? Just going over that line so it's not crazy, so it doesn't look super wild, you know, so it's all proportionate. And over here too, I'm just using my corners. Y'all seeing that? I'm just using my corners, guys. Woo! I sound looking crazy right now, Prince Charming. Okay, Prince Charming. Alright. We also like to do the eyebrow work with a lot of my clients. I'm just not really shaping the natural form of their eyebrows. I'm just taking off every little bit of piece that isn't part of their natural shape. All the extra little pieces, I'm not shaping it at all. I'm just enhancing it to its natural shape. My point is, y'all can still make a nigga look crispy without pushing him back. You feel me? And from this side, I am showing you the other part of the hairline. His left side, I'm going from the other side, and I'm working my way into the middle and to the other side. Like I said, I just like retracing that line so I don't make my line lopsided. That just works the best for me, and I've just perfected that to myself, to my liking. You know, it's my type of system. It's not for everyone. Some people like working from the corners to the middle. I can't do that. I'm glad y'all can do it. I can't do that shit. My shit's gonna come out lopsided. So same thing you seeing right here. I'm just tapping and going. I'm just retracing that line, and I'm just using my corners to perfect that box. You feel me? And also, when you do the box lineup right here, please, 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 y'all, don't push they shit back unless they specifically ask you to do that, or unless it looks best to push that shit back. Because I've had some people where you have to push their shit back for it to look kind of natural, for it to look really good. You feel me? Also, for the hug skies, please do not push that back. It's gonna grow out really fucking terrible, and the guy is gonna have a fucked up haircut after 2 weeks when it starts growing out. It's gonna look bad, you feel me? Just go with the natural alignment of their hooks, of their hairline. Make everything as natural as you can while still making it look sharp. You see this haircut right here? This shit is sharp. This shit is crispy, y'all. This shit is fire, but I kept it as natural as I can. Same thing with the razor, y'all. Be slow and steady. Please be slow and steady, guys. You do not want to give this nigga a cut. You don't want to cut this nigga. You feel me? He's not your enemy. Unless he is your enemy, then why you cutting his hair, nigga? Go fight him. You feel me? But that's not what this is about. Just be slow and steady and dead ass pull away from where you're cutting. If you have to go at different angles too, y'all, like if you can't afford the luxury of being in a barber chair, using or having a barber chair, and you only have a regular chair, then use your angles, y'all. Try to get every single angle so you can perfect this haircut. You feel me? It's all about using what you have and what you can do. Don't do things that you can't do. That doesn't mean you can't learn them. That doesn't mean you can't practice it. But if you can't do it, just acknowledge that and keep working through that. Keep fighting your way into doing that. So right here, guys, right here, I know I went on a little rant, but I am just doing a little bit of detail work. Like I told you, at the end of the haircut, if you still see lines, go ahead and do your detail work, guys. It's that simple, guys. Don't be lazy. Please don't be lazy. Your clients are going to fucking appreciate this, and they're going to tell when you are putting that little extra effort to make them look good. They are going to feel like kings, bro. They are going to feel great. They're going to feel spectacular, amazing. I'm just doing all my little detail works. If I see anything crazy, I'm just going at it again, yo. Over here, I saw a little bit of a line, so what did I do, bro? I got my middle guard open or closed or halfway closed, and I'm just lever playing this 360. Jeezy has said this. Matter the Barber, shout out to 360, bro. That's the first time I've ever heard that. E. Jones TV has said that before. Lever play, y'all.
You can spin slowly that way.
Fuck you. Fuck you! Fuck you! I said fuck you first, so fuck you! Hey, there's a whole lot of fucking going on in this room.
Damn, Prince Charming. Damn, Prince Charming. My son looking crispy, low skin fade or mid skin fade, whatever y'all want to consider this. Regardless, my boy's looking crispy. You see, we did the hairline, the eyebrows. We didn't even have to touch the top. We only blended in the top to the long hairs. We didn't really take the length off the top. My son's looking nice. He's feeling good too. Look at him. Yo, he's a dig ass, I swear. But I know this is looking good. Hope you guys fucked with it. Let me know, y'all. Alright?
I just wanna be great. Smoking this kush to the face. We got the sticks in the place. Them niggas know how we play. I'm just out here trying to make a way. I pray I see another day. Bro got caught up in the system again. I'm praying that he be the case. Keeping a mask to cover my face, cause I so different than Jace. I get the call, make a play.